Alright, hello and welcome. This is Mistydolphin back more Rise of Ronin, so let's get back into it.
The canal water has been stinking like hell lately. It's making life hard for everyone nearby. Why, the kind that makes you bring up your meal. Care to have a whiff? Anyway, the water comes from a reservoir past here. I'd go and check on it, but the area's rife with dangerous beasts. With a weapon like that, I'll bet you know how to handle yourself. Would you mind investigating the reservoir for us? Really? We're in your debt. Please find out what's causing the stench and let me know.
Find the dogs and silence them!
Damn fools! I'll kill them!
Matter. You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into.
Who would? Phew, I'm glad you came back when you did. So, what was going on at the reservoir? Don't tell me those thugs tried to dispose of them there. Ugh. Thanks, but no thanks. I'd rather not see the photo. Well, I suppose we better give the reservoir a good clean. Thanks a lot for all your help.
Hey. Good timing. I just heard something intriguing. Apparently, there are outsiders constructing a building not far from here. And what's more, they're storing provisions, weapons, and ammunition inside. If we leave it be, their power will only grow. What do you say we burn it to the ground? I see. Speak to me again if you change your mind. What do you say we... Good to hear. Let me show you the way. Right, let's go. The foreigners will have been left shaken by our work on the legation, and we need to press the advantage. Mark my words, we'll drive those disease spreaders back to where they came from. We'll show them what happens when you try to invade Japan!
Okay, sorry about that.
Here it is. No skulking about this time. We charge in head first. Cure!
this! Here we go! Stupid.
Right. Let's set it ablaze.
What are you? Are you out of your mind? Do you have any idea what you've done? And to blame. What are you even doing with this villain? I thought better of you. They were bringing Western medicines and medical equipment for all the Japanese people suffering here. None of it can be made here in Japan. It's only thanks to those Westerners that we've managed to save the number of people we have so far.
I didn't realize either. Not exactly.
Oh, now I remember you. The son of Dr. Kusaka from Choshu. I can't believe the son of a physician would act with such wanton disregard for human life.
Enough. What do you know? My father might have been a physician, but he still died of the cholera they spread. As did my mother and brother. I was left alone as they grew cold and their bodies began to seep. I couldn't even hold their hands. I couldn't even...
But your hatred is misplaced. Going around killing Westerners is simply madness. Do you really think your family would be proud to see what you've done? There are still survivors. I'll have to treat them. You're in the way. Clear off, both of you.
Do I think my family would be proud? Damn it, Sorry. let's get out of here. Thanks for your assistance.
Oh, hello there. So you have decided to help, I see. I just saw some American troops marching straight into the garden. Something about this isn't right. I hope Mr. Fortune is safe. Please, go inside and check on him. Lemons are fruits, native to the West. According to Dr. Narasaki, a curative drink can be mixed from lemon juice, water, sugar, and salt. Cholera kills its victims through severe dehydration. Supposedly, this lemon concoction helps prevent the process. If he could produce it, we could save lives. Thank you. You be careful, won't you?
time to suffer.
How much has been revealed? Only the bodies will yield the answer. Don't get in my way. You're determined to interfere. Playtime is over. Gonna die. Our cause will be true. Where are my herbs? Can't afford to fall here.
Who are you? Why don't we talk over there? You got rid of that woman for me, I see. You have my deepest gratitude. To be honest, I'm not all that sure myself. I suspect she was trying to steal rare plants. Yes, my name is Robert Fortune. Now, I simply must repay you in some way. What do you say? Are you an acquaintance of hers? I will give her all she needs. I am growing lemons as a means of preventing scurvy. I shall box up all I have and send them to her. If that does not suffice, kindly let me know. I am a collector of plants of all description. If ever you come across an interesting specimen, bring it to me, won't you? I can appraise them, cultivate them, whatever I might be able to do to help.
Well, was Mr. Fortune safe and well? So, all went swimmingly, it seems. I shall be able to prepare a drink for those suffering from cholera, and it's all thanks to you. You have my thanks. My patients may require your assistance again. I'm counting on you when the time comes.
Hello there. You know, I realize I've asked plenty of you in the past, but there's a certain matter I'd rather like your help with. It's a bit of a sensitive matter, if you know what I mean. That is to say, I've fallen in love with someone at first sight. I have to woo this wonderful woman. Do you think you could help me? Oh, thank you. Well, her beauty escapes words. Frankly, I've only seen her from afar a few times, but she has already won my heart. I just need her. I'm afraid I'm far more familiar with handling plants than I am women. I don't know if I have the courage. Maybe if I could show her how I feel without needing to say a word. Yes. Surely nobody takes offense at receiving a gift. But, what should I give her? A good question. Aha! I've got it! What if I gave her a beautiful flower? An appropriate gesture, given my interests, is it not? Then it's settled. In fact, just the other day, I spotted a remarkable bloom in the forest near Ichigaya Hachiman. A beauty befitting my beauty. Ah, but I don't want to risk being attacked again. I hate to ask, but do you think you could retrieve the flower for me? This is it! Precisely the flower I had in mind. Thank you. Words cannot express my gratitude, my friend. The Belladonna Lily. Its name means beautiful lady, you know. A perfect match for my beloved. Ah, yes. Another friend of mine has agreed to help me with my fateful proclamation. Let me introduce you.
So you're Robert's talented friend. I knew you were good with a sword, but I didn't realize you also dabbled in matters of the heart.
Oh, already met Rutherford, have you? I owe my talented friend my very life. I'd trust them with it and more. Now, since we've got the flower in hand, we just need to present it to her. She's a geisha in the Yoshiwara district. She goes by Miss Usugumo. Then you are already familiar with her resplendent beauty. That makes things all the easier. Well, shall we make way for Yoshiwara to meet Usugumo? I appreciate your support. Oh, I'm so nervous and excited my heart could beat right out of my chest. Come, let's find Usugumo. Oh, I'm so nervous my head is spinning.
I dare say your nerves speak to the strength of your feelings. It surely won't be lost upon your lady.
Right, we've arrived.
Ah, how lovely to see you. And so many of you today. It is lovely to see you as always. Words cannot express how grateful I am for your help with my cats.
How do you know her exactly?
Is something the matter? I certainly hope we can become friends. Now, what brings you to Yoshiwara today?
Yes, ever since I first saw you, I've wanted to tell you... here, a token of my admiration.
Oh, what a beautiful flower. Is this a gift? For me? Your gesture means ever so much. I shall never forget it. Not even when this flower has withered and died.
Here I thought I'd pay my Usugumo a visit. Didn't think I'd have to put up with her foolish customers, too. Who the hell gives a girl a dumb flower?
How dare you? Miss Usugumo will not fraternize with the likes of you. Leave us at once.
Savages everywhere. You. Isn't this what you're here for? Just don't outright kill the man, hear me? I'm not about to get on the wrong side of the law.
Depends how much he pisses me off.
You wanna have a go? Alright, you asked for it! Ready? Here goes! I had my eye on him first, damn it! Just wait, damn you!
Not half bad.
That guest has been problematic in the past, but your talents were evident as ever. That we should. You are very thoughtful when it comes to your friends, I see.
I am truly glad that the flower was to your liking. I never got to introduce myself. My name is Robert Fortune. There are many beautiful flowers in the world that nearly rival your beauty. If you were to wish it, I would gladly give you every last one of them.
I cannot imagine anything more wonderful. I promise to be here awaiting you. I never knew such beautiful flowers could grow outside Yoshiwara. I hope you will be so kind as to show me more. Well, I must thank you all for today.
I'm gonna have to start making these streams
hope we will
of
get
this
to
game
know one
3 hours
another
long because I need to
over a
finish
little
this
drink in
before
the
on
near
my
future.
PS5 hard drive.
Until next time.
Hello! Oh, things are proceeding well with Miss Usugumo, thanks to you. Every flower I bring her thrills her to no end. And yet, flowers can only do so much. She likens herself to a bird, you know. A bird trapped in a cage. And so I have decided I will free her from the Yoshiwara. I will need plenty of money. Far more than I currently have to do so. I will simply have to keep gathering flowers and make as much money as I can. I'm counting on your patronage. Come to me for all your botanical needs.
Thank you very much for the other day. I was just saying I acquired some lemons recently. A gift from Mr. Fortune. Thanks to him, I was able to give some lemon juice to my patients.
A spot of lemon juice isn't going to cure their cholera. It restores some of the waters they've lost, nothing more.
Right. Finding a cure is still our highest priority, and I've been searching high and low for any leads at all. But so far... I'm afraid I don't. I need more Western medical texts. Their research on cholera has progressed far beyond ours.
In that case, why not try our luck at the British legation?
What? Why there?
Audio, you can't be suggesting...
Okay, technically we'd be stealing. But do we have a choice? Dr. Ine seems prepared to do what it takes.
So I heard some rumors while I was locked up. Something about the Shogunate official with a collection of books seized from the Westerners.
And all of those seized texts are at the British legation, since they keep all seized goods there. Even though they're still rebuilding from that fire.
The British legation. I can't imagine requesting a text officially would work either. Well, if this is the only hope we've got, then I'm in. How about you? Will you help us? I am grateful, and I will repay you. Now, shall we be on our way? I know it's a lot to ask, but please try to avoid bloodshed. Some manner of medicine. Let's take it back for Dr. Narasaki to examine. Plant in this illustration. A note from somewhere. It could well be connected to a cholera treatment.
御用だ。
That's no medical book I've ever seen before. I dare to hope it contains useful information. I'm curious.
仮面をしろ。覚悟しろ。なんだ、くせ者め。はっ、それをだ。いや。
Can't say I'm impressed with your thieving skills.
Ah, I was just thinking I could use some entertainment. I'm so bored I nearly dozed off a minute ago.
Guards. They must have been watching us all along. All right. Please, be careful.
Why you? Think you can take us on all by yourself?
Works for me. Do me a favor. At least put up a good fight.
I had to guard this place, and we will do no more. Prepare yourself.
Never imagined that would. Take this.
What is this smoke?
We will deal with you later. Pretty good. I will be all the more satisfied to crush you.
I was really rather worried for a moment back there. But it looks like we've made some progress at last. Thank you for avoiding unnecessary bloodshed. I knew I was right to place my trust in you. It isn't much, but here, a token of my appreciation.
Damn fools, the two of you. A doctor running around nearly getting herself killed. What has the world come to? Oh, right. I took a closer look at what the two of you brought back. I think it might be cinchona bark. An effective natural remedy for fever.
You can use cinchona bark to create something called quinine. I've heard quinine can keep some of the symptoms of cholera under control. I was at a complete loss before. But I think this is our way forward. We have to try it.
Quinine is a potent medicine, but that makes it all the more dangerous. If we are not careful, our patients will only suffer more.
Then we just have to make sure we're careful. If there's the slightest hope of lessening their pain, we have to seize the opportunity. The books we brought back will likely have information we can use. I'm sure there's something we can do.
Let me assist you, Dr. Ine. I've never seen medical documents like these, ever. Certainly not in Japan. My father and I will do whatever it takes to get through them.
Thank you. Both of you. I hope I can count on your help, too. It might make all the difference in saving another life. Oh. What about? Oh. Good timing. I was just looking for you. There's something I wanted to tell you. I just wanted to thank you for always being so helpful. You've helped me more than you know. Well, that's all I wanted to say, really. Do you have anything you want to tell me? You're a strange one, aren't you? I suppose I should get back to work now. Looking after these patients is my duty, after all. No one else's. You know, plenty of lives have been sacrificed in the West, all in the name of medical advancement. I owe it to every one of those lives to give my duty everything I have. And when I see the way you continue to fight, I am glad you appear to feel the same way about yours. Come see me again, if you'd like. Oh, and let me know if I can ever be of help to you. I've got to return the favor, after all. Just don't go asking me to kill anybody. You've come at just the right time. I was thinking of going to buy some medicine. Will you come with me? Thank you. I could really use the help. Sorry for all the trouble. It would have been a nightmare carrying all this on my own. There's been an influx of injured people lately, on top of all our sick. It feels like we're constantly in need of... Huh? Hello, you. Wait just 1 second. I'll bring you a little snack. What now? Are you asking for more? Do you want to be petted? Here. Well, yes. They're very cute. I have to admit, I love little animals. They're just so tiny and adorable. Nothing unusual about that, is there? Actually, never mind. You don't have to answer that. I suppose I don't have to keep trying to act professional in front of you anymore. Maybe I can be a little bit more myself. Let's give that a try. What do you say? What about? What is it? Oh, I'm not sure I can answer that question. Even in my earliest memories, he'd already been forced out of the country. So I don't remember anything about him, nor have I ever particularly missed him. When I grew older and studied medicine, I began to respect him. But as a doctor, not a father. Oh. I have nothing more to say.
I don't know what you were thinking, trying to get close to those shogunate officials. Let's talk, just for a while. You know how to please. Good idea. I've got some time on my hands now, if you're free. There was something I've been meaning to ask, actually. About the one who trained you. You've mastered the sword, no doubt. But that's not all. You've got real grit. I've never seen anything faze you in the least. You must have had an incredible master. Like we had in Master Shoin. To have their pupil revere them is a master's greatest joy, I'm sure. We were truly blessed to have been introduced to the man. He gave us purpose, the chance to focus on our nation's future. By the way, what does your teacher do these days? I see. The shogunate. They rule by suppressing the will of the people. Truly, the shogunate has lost its way, and there is no salvaging it now. Not only do they ignore the cries of the populace, but now they bend to the barbarians knocking at our door. It beggars belief. Can't they see how their people suffer with this disease they have invited into our home? Japan must change, and no one can do it but us. We, who were born and live under the rising sun. I'm sure you've had your fair share of painful memories. But let us together put this broken land to rights. There's something I'd like to ask. Do you remember angering the doctor after we set fire to the Outsiders building? Indeed, I do. Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking since then about what she said. I still refuse to concede to the Outsiders that we should open the country. And I think Master Shoin's final wish was for us to expel the barbarians. But if my father, the physician, was still alive, he wouldn't have withheld treatment to anyone. Not even outsiders. Same as Ine. Apparently, she's from the Kanda Medical School. I'm thinking of heading over to apologize. Would you like to come as well? Appreciated. I just couldn't face going alone.
Did you need something?
I came here to apologize. I'm truly sorry for attacking the Outsiders building. We went too far.
I can't simply forgive you with a mere apology. The dead won't come back to life just like that, will they?
Doctor, I'm just stepping out. I've received word from my men that a quarrel has sprung up between some British merchants and the local Japanese.
Absolutely not. You're badly wounded. You need rest, and lots of it.
I agree. Seems we've done more damage than I realized. I hope this goes some way to setting things right again. Even a little.
What are you planning to do? I don't think you showing up would help things, quite frankly.
This is my duty, and time is of the essence. I'll be fine, so I'll be on my way.
Wait! Please!
So you came after all. As I understand it, our merchants failed to dismount when passing a daimyo's procession.
If that's the case, then the fault lies with the merchants.
What? Then why didn't they just say so? Is it the Japanese way to draw swords on defenseless folk?
I fear the procession will be spoiling for a fight. We have to make sure no harm comes to him, at the very least.
Why are you here?
You know Okubo, do you? Can you tell me what's happening?
I thought as much. You were there. Why didn't you end it?
Their blood was up. They were raring for it, so many of them.
I heard that the Outsiders share some of the blame. But cutting them down isn't the first resort. Especially those merchants just now. They had no intention to fight.
Genzui Kusaka of Choshu. I must thank you for your assistance in taking down the Blue Demon. But, as this issue is between the Satsuma and the British, I ask that you stay out of this matter.
We told them to dismount their horses, but they didn't comply. As the palanquin reached their position, we were forced to act. More to the point, are you the ones who cut down my comrades? Why on earth you would lend aid to the British is beyond me, but this shall not stand.
I apologize for what has transpired. It is as you say. Please allow me to apologize formally on behalf of Choshu another time.
You expect us to simply let you go?
We have to get him back to the clinic. Leaving! You owe us blood!
Time to put an end to this.
Not bad. But you haven't seen anything.
We have done what we can. Come, brother.
If you're looking for the captain, he's home safe. And I believe I have you two to thank for it.
I owe you my thanks as well. Ah. I didn't expect to hear that from you. If you hadn't come with me, I don't think I'd have been able to apologize to Dr. Ine in earnest. And that Englishman would have been killed by the Satsuma. It's strange. When I'm around you, I feel I could take on the world. None of my other comrades inspire such a feeling. I won't abandon the expulsionist philosophy, though. That said, I have come to feel that Master Shoin didn't want us haphazardly killing outsiders. More specifically, attacking those meeting our nation halfway is no way to behave. Henceforth, I'll walk the honorable path, and not sully my family's good name. I will. Alongside you, I know it can be done. As my comrade in arms, it would be good to have you walk the path alongside me. May great things await us.
Oh. What about? Oh, this is really lovely. Oh. Hello. I apologize for the endless stream of requests, but I'm afraid I have another favor to ask. Remember when I told you about quinine? I've been pouring through medical texts since then, and I've all but confirmed that quinine will help to ease our cholera patient's suffering. It won't prevent cholera itself, unfortunately. But easing the patient's pain is something at least. And so I find myself in need of more quinine. I've looked around, but I haven't had any luck. You're right. That would certainly guarantee our supply. For the trees to grow, our patients will continue to suffer. Time is of the essence, I'm afraid. That's where the favor comes in. I've heard rumors of a merchant selling cinchona bark by the river near Mifunakura. It sounds a little bit fishy, to be honest, but we have to take a chance. Would you be willing to look for the merchant for me?
Like you really even have to ask?
Thank you. Again. I'm counting on you.
I doubt I'll be able to do literally everything in this game, but I'll do what I can. Most of the side quests, at least.
Some unsavory sorts have been frequenting that store. I don't know what's going on in there, but best give it a wide berth.
Oh, it's you. Of all the places to run into each other. I'm looking for a seedy apothecary. Someone here has been selling medicines of questionable quality lately. Let me guess. You're looking for the same person. I hear you've been frequenting the medical school lately. Something to do with that, I suppose? I see. In that case, shall we combine our efforts and start searching then? There are a lot of no-good types in search of trouble around here. I'd feel a lot better if you were with me. I appreciate your company. Off we go. Strike while the iron is hot and all that. From here, I think it would be best to swim. A little extra exertion to avoid unnecessary commotion.
What's brought you two all the way to a place like this? You must be in the market for a certain something.
We're looking for some cinchona bark.
You're a lucky man. I just got my hands on some top quality bark this very morning. This is the good stuff, you know. Don't know if I'll ever see bark this fine again. Well, surely you're not going to pass up on this steal. Of course, of course. Look all you want.
Ah, I see. This is a fake. A good one, but the color and texture give it away.
Huh? Not buying then? Bah, your loss. This is no ordinary cinchona bark, see? Specially grown. Makes a much stronger medicine than the usual stuff. Can't fool you, eh? I guess this means I can't let you leave, either. Give our children a taste of our hospitality. Where are you? I haven't seen anything yet.
That takes care of that, I suppose. I'll turn this crook into the authorities. But that doesn't change the fact that the bark was fake. I'm sure your friends at the medical school will be disappointed. I'd like to drop by the medical school myself later. If you're headed back that way, make sure to tell everyone what we learned here today.
Well, did you get the cinchona bark?
I suppose that would have been too good to be true. Well, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Fine. I didn't have very high hopes in the first place. Frankly, this has made me reconsider a few things.
Ah, everyone's here. All went smoothly, turning in that crooked apothecary. Listen, if you're in great need of quinine, I can talk to someone in charge. If they hear how badly things stand, I'm sure they'd lend you some funds.
Thank you. But there are better uses for that money than acquiring quinine. We should use it to improve the upkeep of the medical school and the town. During the course of my research, I found that the spread of cholera can be prevented if we just keep our environment clean. For now, I think that should be our highest priority, even as we keep searching for a cure.
I see. While in America, I heard a theory that disease is actually caused by minuscule organisms that thrive in unclean environments. So perhaps the best strategy would be to keep them from proliferating. I'll inform the higher-ups of your proposal at once. Please excuse me.
Better to treat the cause than the symptoms, you say. Never thought I'd hear that coming from you, of all people.
Stop being so contrary, Faza. Just say it nicely. Like, you've really matured, Ine. I'm so proud of you.
Well, if anyone's helped me earn Dr. Narasaki's esteem, it's this person right here. You've been of such great assistance to me. I must thank you again. Thanks. I'm glad I can keep counting on you.
Guess this is gonna be a side quest heavy stream.
Ah, it's you.
Ah, good to see you. Sorry about our chat in Yoshiwara. I did mention I had something else to share with you, I believe. It's about my tuberculosis research, as you might have guessed. My time in America has taught me many things. Among them was a striking new theory that disease is caused by the presence of organisms so small they are invisible to the human eye. I remember Sawamura said there are poisons able to counteract others. If these organisms cause tuberculosis, what if we could poison them?
Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, have you too been entranced by Mr. Fukuzawa's grand hypothesis?
Mr. Fortune is an expert in poisonous plants. I asked him to assist in looking into my theory.
I'm afraid I have bad news on that front. I scoured my many books on the subject, but was unable to identify any plants that might suit your needs.
Ah, that's a pity. Thank you for trying.
I did, however, stumble upon an interesting piece of local folklore. Did you know that the bamboo here produces small golden flowers only once every 120 years? When this happens, it releases a toxin-like substance from its roots. They say that an alchemist once used these toxins to cure a pulmonary disease.
That sounds rather hard to believe. What do you think? Yes, I agree. You know, I heard the bamboo at Ryusenji Temple is currently flowering. I think I just might go there. It's a long shot, but it's all I've got. I would be very glad if you decide to join me. Do come if you can. Thank you for coming. Unfortunately, I must be the bearer of bad news. I was turned away by the temple guard. He is on watch for burglars, apparently. Those bamboo flowers supposedly fetch a great sum on the market. If someone makes off with them, I won't know where to look for those toxins. I suppose we have little choice. This is our only chance. Who knows when the next bamboo tree will flower? Surely the temple won't mind if I just gather the soil from around the tree. Now, if Mr. Fortune's right, we just have to look for those small golden flowers. So, shall we make our way into the temple? I must insist beforehand. Under no circumstances should you kill anyone. I can never stand for causing death in the pursuit of preserving life. Come on then. We should move when we will not be seen. Beautiful specimen, but no flowers to be seen. Still, the bamboo in Meguro is remarkable. I'll hold on to some for now.
Yeah, basically anytime it says you're not allowed to kill anyone, basically all you do is either fight unarmed or use wooden weapons.
There are no blossoms here either. Let's look elsewhere.
You stupid.
dare you make light of me? Who do you think you are?
You ruffians! All right, you blasphemous vandals! Allow me to administer your last rites!
Venerable sir, please hear us out. In the West, they say there are orphans.
Hold your tongue, boy! I don't give a damn! Now prepare yourself!
You meet again. It seems we must work together.
I'm beginning to enjoy this! Not bad. Even I felt the thrust one.
Venerable sir, please be calm yourself. It's not the bamboo blossoms we want.
You don't seem like ordinary burghers. What is your business here?
My name is Yukichi Fukuzawa. I'm a scholar of medicine. Can I take some soil from around that tree? For medical purposes, of course.
I would have beaten you bracken brew if you were another one after those flowers. But it's the soil you want. Haha! Take what you need.
We did it. And without spilling any blood.
Who gave you the idea to use the soil for medical purposes?
That would be Mr. Robert Fortune.
Huh. Of course he did. He's a sharp one. Kindly, give me some of that soil.
I'm not sure I should. Should we give some to her and have her tell us more?
Thank you. I believe this soil might hold the key to a cure for tuberculosis. And I'm not about to lose more of my soldiers to that foul disease.
There she goes. She seemed certain that this soil is the key. Could we really be closer to curing tuberculosis?
Doubt breeds nothing. Faith breeds the gods' blessing. So says one of our teachings. Go forward with an unclouded heart.
As you say, I must have faith. There is no time to waste. I will begin studying the soil at once. I will produce results. You'll see. I will make my mark on our country. No, on the entire medical field. Just watch.
known.
So we meet again. Clearly I'm no match for your strength, so I'll just have to make use of it. My name is Alexandria Moreau. Seeing as we are not total strangers, let us get down to business. Naturally, I will have you answer my questions in full honesty. To start, please identify yourself. I see. You do seem rather lonely, don't you? Now then, where might I find Robert Fortune? Well, after all I did to make him suffer, I'm rather surprised he didn't run away or hide. The foolish man. However, I suppose it simplifies things somewhat. I shall have you bring him to me. There we go. Help me get what I desire, and you shall be rewarded. You were gathering morning glories earlier, no? That is a special flower. I want you to serve it to Mr. Fortune in a tea. Once he's consumed it, he should follow your every order. After that, you are to bring him to the abandoned plot of land by Denzuin Temple. Understood? Good. Then I'll leave the matter to you.
How can I help you today? That's very kind of you. Although I'm not quite sure I can accept it. I'm in your debt enough as it is. Then again, I would hate to refuse your generous invitation. Oh, what should I do? Right. If you insist. Verily, tea is a wonderful thing. It has no borders, and is something the British and Japanese can enjoy alike. Of course, I enjoy the odd cup of sake also, but there are so many who wreck their lives with it, don't you think? Anyway, this tea, it tastes a little funny, though. Are you leaving? About time I go out too. So, shall we go look for a wonderful flower garden? To think that I came all the way to Japan just to be housebound by bloody expulsionists.
It's Mr. Fortune! Quick, we must save him!
If only I always had a warrior like you with me. Ah, I feel great. It must be the tea. What kind of leaves were they?
Oh, you give it back to us! Don't try anything funny!
Thank goodness. Ah, flower petals. The flower garden must be nearby.
So, the reports were true. I'd heard you were working with that woman.
Ah!
Hand Robert over at once.
Robert! Hold on!
Good job. You did splendidly. I have a feeling that this is the start of a beautiful relationship. That's what I like to hear. Till next time.
Who are you?
Ah, so you're his new assistant, are you? He's told me you'll want to watch. My name is Takiaki Enomoto, Admiral of the Shogun's Navy. I've come here today to observe. A company of guards has been soundly beaten by the French in a military exercise. I fear their commanders all but given up on our nation. Without Brunei, our forces stand no chance of being trained to a Western standard. That's why I need you to go out there and impress him. You have my thanks. Now, let me show you inside. French forces await beyond. I leave it in your hands.
Ready and willing!
Here I come!
Hey! You're not looking so good!
Here they come!
Hey! You're not looking so good! Ready and willing! Prepare yourself! Watch out!
Listen, whatever you intend this time, it won't be like before. Impressive, as ever. If you die, you'll only have yourself to blame. Not for the man's eyes. This is the strength of the samurai.
Hey, you're not looking so good.
Not bad. When Katsu told me he had arranged some entertainment, he must have meant you. Hey, I feel I have come to understand him somewhat better.
I am sorry. At Katsu's request, I did not inform the French side that this was merely a continuation of the training exercise. I intended to halt proceedings if things got out of hand. I never imagined the French base would fall.
Well, well. It seems I was too hasty in writing this nation off. I do not need pressure from you. Admiral Enomoto, I will train your men in French military technique. But there are conditions. I do not expect everyone to be of this warrior's caliber, but I need men who are willing to learn. Samurai who rush headlong into battle are mere cannon fodder. I care nothing for status. I just need spirited young folks who I can teach to fight from scratch.
Understood. We will start to recruit them without delay. I am grateful to you. I'm afraid I must remain here. May I ask one last thing of you? Find Tatsugoro Shinmon in Asakusa and tell him what we've discussed. I'd like him to help recruit some youngsters. My thanks.
Listen up, punk. If there's something you want, spit it out. I'm a busy man, and I haven't got all day. And I'm supposed to sort the wheat from the chaff? I haven't got time for that. Especially now that some gang's been starting fires around Sensoji Temple. Boy, I don't know what's going on anymore. But I've got a feeling it isn't going to end well. Point is, I don't have time to be getting mixed up with you. So go and wash your face with miso soup or something. That's what I like to hear. But it's going to take more than words to win me over. There's a whole gang of them starting these fires. So if you can round them up, I might consider helping you. How about it? You think you can catch these thugs? Well, once you've dealt with them, come and see me in the main hall. That's where my men are based.
I'm ready for action.
I stand at the ready.
Don't you dare get in the way!
Hey! You're not looking so good.
Get back in there!
Hey! You're not looking so good.
I'll turn you guys to...
やんのか。
よがれ。
So, your
Hey, I appreciate the help, and I've given your request a lot of thought. I'll get you some soldiers. It rounds the whole lot of us. That's the way we do things in Edo.
Hey, let us in on the action too.
Now you've got my attention. Just my luck. What are you, some kind of freak? How can we show some All right. I get it. You're no run-of-the-mill samurai. I'll give you that. And you caught those arsonists to boot. I can't very well ignore your request now, huh?
Chief Tatsugoro, good to see you again. I believe you know why I've come to visit.
I do. You want me to round up a bunch of young folks. Well, your wish is my command. There's no need to be so damn formal. We've been pretty straight with each other so far, haven't we?
Thank you for your aid. Leave the rest to me. I'll report back to Katsu.
You there! Do you enjoy scary stories? Oh, you like scary stories, yes? That's why you've come to me. I'm a storyteller, you see. But lately I've grown tired of the same old tales. While it's nice to make people laugh, what I really want to do is scare them. To begin with, I thought I'd get new props to liven up the performance. So I commissioned a ghost picture from a well-known artist in Yotsuya. Alas, it's been a while now, and I haven't heard anything about the picture. Could I trouble you to check on the artist for me? Wonderful! Please see to it as soon as you can. I'll be here working on my stories in the meantime. What? But I only borrowed a paltry sum! You must be mistaken.
Scrap! Can't you see I'm busy? Oh. Did you come to settle this man's debt? Wise choice. Alright, I'll look the other way. But don't forget to thank your friends.
Wait a minute. You work for that storyteller, don't you? You really saved my skin. Here, take this.
Hi there. Your friend's the storyteller asked me to give you a message. He said he was headed to Oiwa Inari Shrine.
Good traveler. Come here.
Oh dear, I must have fallen asleep. Oh, it's you. Seems like I fell asleep while listening to the sound of that shamisen. The shrine is rumored to be haunted, you see. I thought I'd come and get some inspiration for my story. I saw a beautiful woman heading in, so I followed after her. That's when I heard someone playing a shamisen. And that's all I remember. Of course! That woman! She must have been a ghost! Ah, thanks a lot. This ghost, she's the spitting image of the woman I saw. What's more, she's even holding a shamisen. A shamisen, yes. The sound would be perfect for livening up the performance. Now that I have props as well as a story, my new stage is set. Mark my words, the name Enjo will become synonymous with horror.
Somebody! Anybody! You'll help me, will you? It's my minder. He's in terrible danger. I was out looking for customers last night when I saw some unsavory types. They were disposing of a samurai body in the moat, and in my shock, I let out a cry. I fled as fast as I could to my minder, who hid me under the floor. But when the villains couldn't find me, they took him instead. Please save him. I beg you. Save my minder. Oh, thank you so much. He was taken to the back streets of the Pleasure District. Please hurry before it's too late.
with it. Where's the girl? Tell us the truth, and we'll spare your worthless life.
Thank you. Those thugs run this town like it's their own playground. And they'll keep harassing us till you take out their boss. So I'm begging you, help us, please. They hold court at the big estate out by the rice fields to the north. You go ahead. I'll follow close behind.
Well, now, you're alone too, are you? It's been quite a day for a fearless guest. You've come for this lot, is that it? Right. Look here. You seem reasonable. How about we make a deal, you and I? I'll pay you if you leave quietly and forget that you saw anything. So, you're not willing to negotiate? In that case, I hope you're prepared to die!
Your turn!
Cheeky bastard!
Enough!
Thank you. Really, Edo is too much. We'd best set up in some other town. But I'll let the others know you helped me. Goodbye.
How are you? Why, hello there. Just the person I wanted to see. I was hoping you might help me out with my new project. This is going to be quite the masterpiece, I assure you. Help me, and there's a reward in it for you. Well, you see, I want to capture a view of Edo in its entirety, in one glorious panorama. That is, in a photograph taken from various angles, all expertly stitched together.
You're in good cheer, Mr. Beato. Oh.
Ah, Sir Alcock. I was just explaining my new photography project to my collaborator.
A collaborator, you say? To think you'd stoop to putting your faith in such a savage. Are there any lengths you won't go to for this degenerate hobby of yours?
You are too kind. But tell me, would you happen to know of a vantage point from which I can capture an all-encompassing view of the city?
Well, you might try your luck upon Mount Attigo. I can attest the views from the Overlook aren't half bad. I dare say, Mr. Beato, devotion to one's hobbies is commendable indeed. But don't forget our little chat earlier.
I shall bear it in mind. My thanks. All right then, Mount Attigo it is. Let's meet at the base. Don't keep me waiting too long, though. Ah, glad you made it. But before we go further, will you suffer me one small detour? Mount Attigo is usually bustling with townsfolk. I'd like to record a few candid shots of their way of life. With your camera, I'm sure we could manage it in a flash. Well, how about it? Much obliged. Now, whenever you're ready to start, let's head up the mountain. I believe we got some splendid shots. But let's head to the lookout now.
With this, we French are in a far better position. Those imperialists can be useful on occasion.
What's this? Good lord. Quickly, take the photos. I'll explain later.
The thing is, you've got it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Still, while it's good that the attack on the legation succeeded, I am worried that the Englishman, Alcock, suspects something.
Gotcha. Your company. Finish this. Can't let them leave here alive.
That was close. But this is quite a windfall. Mr. Alcock will be very pleased with these photos. Remember, photos also have value as irrefutable evidence. But come, let's continue on to the lookout. Perfect for our composition. Let's get set up and start shooting at once. Speed is of the essence. If the sun and the clouds were to shift even a bit, it would look odd when we try to join the photos. Most satisfactory. I couldn't have done this without you. And thank you for indulging my little whim. I am in your debt. You mean the soldiers? I'm not sure. I was as surprised as you. In any event, you know how the British legation was burned down the other day? Well, rumor has it the French paid off the British soldiers to spur the expulsionists on. Mr. Alcock asked me to secure evidence if I saw any of his fellows acting suspiciously. This kind of work helps me pay for my camera expenses. In fact, it's thanks to you I managed to take their photos. So, I'll factor that into your reward. Really, you deserve it. You know, as a photographer, I've been to many countries, but I've never known a culture quite like that of Japan, and Edo in particular. Alas, I fear it has no place in a world ruled by the West. A fleeting thing, culture. Oh, do I? Actually, I feel quite the opposite. Nothing lasts forever. you know? Not people, nor things. And that is what I yearn to capture with my photography. You saw in the mountain, did you not? The sheer degradation. But photographing such scenes gives me goosebumps. Japan is much the same. Its ancient culture and institutions will eventually be swallowed by the West. Everything held dear in this country will fade and be forgotten. And to capture that fleeting beauty in a photograph, it makes me want to pinch myself. Oh, sounds like you have something particular in mind. Please, do tell. Oh, come now. Do you really believe in that fantasy? I suggest disabusing yourself of such nonsense. No. I believe you spoke in earnest. Tell me, what do you see with those eyes of yours? Well, I hope you'll share it with me one day. Indeed, I look forward to finding out which of our imagined futures is the more beautiful.
You know what? Let's go for another hour.
Ah, it's you. That's fine work. Thanks to you, it looks like we have what we need to revitalize the shogunate. Now, I had my men look into the samurai you mentioned. Word is they're working for the Brits as an intermediary. Setting up weapon sales with the high and mighty. Something smells rotten, though. And someone in my position can't afford to turn a blind eye. In fact, not all the men I sent to investigate have come back. I have to assume the worst. This has grown beyond your pet project. I need to keep looking into this. But let's leave that conversation for another time. I sent the best of the men you gathered to the military academy, by the way. You should take a look yourselves. Join their training while you're at it. Believe me, there are recruits there who could glare a foreigner into submission.
Ah, that sounds interesting. I might go and take a peek right now. See you there, okay?
Man of action, isn't he? Now, there's one more favor I'd like to ask of you. Enomoto says we don't have the funds to buy ourselves guns or artillery. When I mentioned this to Mr. Brunet, he suggested we try selling Japanese crafts at the International Exposition in Paris. Viscount Shibusawa, our money man, will know exactly what to do. Will you take this letter and offer him any help he might require? You'll find him at the South Commissioner's office. That's all for now. But don't think I won't ask you for more favors if you come back. Feel free to drop by the military academy first, though. You won't want to miss what's going on there.
Good day to you. Why, you're looking at him. Is that so? Let me take a look. I see. I've always said exhibitions are a great way to drum up military support, in addition to serving as an opportunity to sell Japanese products to the West. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eiichi Shibusawa. I am in charge of the government treasury. I have some ideas for items that might garner attention abroad. Perhaps you could assist me? For instance, in procuring ukiyo-e paintings, lacquerware, or even Satsuma pottery. Now, if only we had the contact who could help us. Oh, do you have a lead, perchance? You mean to say you're acquainted with her? Excellent. This should be smooth sailing. Can I ask you to take care of the Satsuma pottery, in that case? I'll send word to the Satsuma myself later. When you have made some progress, do let me know. Meanwhile, I shall endeavor to gather the other goods.
Well, in that case, you may pass.
Let Okubo know what your business is. He's by the no stage inside the house. Just make sure you're on your best behavior. So, are you ready? Good. In you go.
Why go to the trouble of dismantling it?
We must keep the peace within the clan. I fear that we have little choice.
You... Why are you here?
That's fine. But first things first. I'm under strict orders to inform a certain someone should you ever appear. I'm just going to get someone. In the meantime, perhaps you could show us your fighting prowess? We are almost eager to see more.
That is a lot to ask of a guest.
Come. Surely you are as intrigued as anyone. Show them what the Satsuma clan are capable of.
Very well.
How dare you!
Good. But a warrior of the Satsuma is not so easily defeated. What is this strength? Incredible. I thank you for sparring with me.
Both of you were most impressive. I owe you for your part in my encounter with the Blue Demon. I thank you. But might I ask from whence you hail? I see. Do you mean to say that you are a Ronin?
Forgive my boldness, but anyone capable of defeating the Blue Demon should definitely be in the employ of the Satsuma.
Very well. We will not pressure you. After all, a stray rather loses its charm if it's put on a leash. At the very least, you can aid us with this pottery. I received a letter explaining everything, you see? I shall arrange to have it sent to Shibusawa, or whomever it was.
Come for pleasure next time, not business. We'll have a drink or two. Okubo included, of course.
Count on it.
Ah, you came. Thanks to your efforts, I've received a fine piece of Satsuma pottery. It should fetch a high price overseas. At any rate, I was hoping to exhibit an ukiyo-e print and its woodblock at the upcoming international exhibition. As it happens, I found a collector who owns a masterpiece of the genre. After some negotiating, he agreed to lend it to me, if I did a certain job for him. Can I count on your help? The collector is a very wealthy man, so I'm sure we'll be duly rewarded. That's the spirit. Besides, the collector is presently right here in Edo. Let me take you to him. Shall we be on our way? Ukiyo-e can be cheaply manufactured. You just need the original woodblock. That's why it's popular among the masses. The piece we're borrowing is by a famous artist named Hokusai Katsushika. The owner is a great admirer of his works. We've arrived.
I wondered who it might be, but I wasn't expecting you. So, you're not entirely an enemy of the state, I see. Before you ask, I haven't seen your samurai friend. I don't know anything more, so let's not waste our time. Oh. By the look on your face, I dare say it wasn't the most heartwarming of reunions.
Oh, you know each other? Excellent. Then let us get straight to business. We will take on that job you mentioned, if you'll kindly lend me the woodblock.
Ah, yes. It is my hope that it makes waves at the International Exposition. Unfortunately, there's talk that someone is trying to steal it. I will not stand idly by and wait for these ruthless scoundrels to take my property. And that's where you come in.
To root out some thieves? I agree. We mustn't leave such men to their own devices. In fact, I'd be more than happy to oblige.
Oh, a connoisseur, are you? Then I shall rest assured you're the right one for the assignment.
In any case, the first thing we need to do is lure the rats into the open, then nab them. Naturally, we mustn't let any harm come to the Consul General. Therefore, as soon as the thieves show up, we should whisk Mr. Harris to safety. Well then, let us get ourselves ready. That's a Hokusai for you. Even the woodblock is magnificent. I can already imagine exhibition goers marveling at the exhibit.
With this, my acclaim shall flourish. You've done exceptionally. Please, leave the rest to me.
This way.
Oh, they're here! The thieves!
Quickly, to the consul!
have to finish it.
It sounds like they have accomplices. We need to get to the console at once.
I couldn't stop them. They've taken the woodblock.
I'll tend to the console. You go after the thieves.
I'm not giving this up!
Alright, fan out and deal with them!
Come, let's take care of these crooks.
Just one measly woodblock. Surely that's it for
When you say things like that, we are even less inclined to give it up.
I had to come see for myself. Splendid work, the both of you.
All right, you're coming with me to the commissioner's office. But first, tell me one thing. Why were you so anxious to get your hands on these woodblock?
Hokusai's bold compositions are said to capture the true essence of the ukiyo-e art form. Surely, there are collectors who'd pay anything to own one.
I can see that you are not some simple outlaw. Tell me, have you ever worked as a merchant before?
I have. It was my former occupation, but I've since fallen on hard times, as you no doubt can see. Now, I have neither status nor money. Therefore, it was my intention to steal the print and gain a second lease on life.
I can understand the desire to covet that which all the world deems a masterpiece. But I'm afraid that thievery will get you nowhere. Now that Japan has opened its doors to the world, we can expect there to be many changes in the way we do business here. International trade will serve as an opportunity to greatly enrich our nation. But to make the best of it, we'll need the support of merchants like yourself. As a vassal of the shogunate, I vow to remake Japanese commerce for a new age. And I hope you'll contribute too. By honest means, of course.
I'll consider it. But you better not be paying me mere lip service.
That's the end of that business, I suppose. Here, a bit more than I promised. May it help you find your samurai friend.
Meanwhile, back at the plot. We have to start making the streams of this game 4 hours long to speed up completing this, because I really need to start making room on my PS5's hard drive.
Impressive! I wasn't expecting you quite that quick. Truth is, we're being graced with the Shogun's presence today. He's here to observe a little martial arts competition. You'll watch too, won't you? Good. I'll show you inside.
I mean, this game is almost taking up like 100 gigabytes.
This is the shooting.
And apparently the game coming out, I have coming out on Tuesday. Well, that one takes up 130. I have like 200 gigabytes. It's like almost 300 gigabytes. And it's free at the moment, so I need to start making room, because some of the games I have come up in this few months are pretty dang big.
Horseback archery. Eventually, they'll start learning Western horsemanship too. This is the fencing hall, but it's been converted for the competition. I believe the Shogun should already be here. Hey! Ah! There's Ryoma. Why don't you...
Hey, discount Markiplier.
Ah, you're finally here. I asked if you could enter the competition, by the way. I knew it, I knew it! I knew that's exactly what you'd say. I heard the Shogun himself will give you your prize if you win 3 matches. Can't say the prize isn't appealing. But honestly, I really just want to meet the Shogun in person. They say he's sharp, you know, and sensible too. So, are you ready to fight? Then off you go. With your skills, you can't lose. Just go mop the floor with them. Then get going. I'm in your corner, remember. Make me proud.
It's clear you are a skilled warrior. Let's begin. Your luck ends here. A poor showing. I must train harder.
I knew you could do it. How are you feeling about the next match?
Why do I get the feeling Ryoma's gonna be the last opponent, and he set all this up just so you could fight him?
Good. Just keep up the momentum from your last fight. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, it sounds like something he'd do.
Begin! Considering how you bested Keishu, I shall not go easy. On your guard. Truly a skilled warrior. I humbly yield.
You've made it this far. Now you just need to win your next fight. Well, are you ready? A guy by the name of Shigoro Kano. They call him a
I
genius
guess
of
not.
jujutsu.
Would have been funny,
He's
though.
Still just a kid, but underestimate him at your peril. The essence of jujutsu is that the gentle can defeat the strong. But what that really means is they can throw a guy twice their size across the room. Win this last match and the prize is yours. I know you can do this.
Let neither side hold back.
hope this was an educational experience for you too. May we spar again soon.
You did it! The prize is ours!
I saw the whole thing. A fine display. Now, how about we test those skills in one last bout?
Oh boy. Now you want a piece of the action? As long as you don't make us forfeit the prize if we lose.
Now, you made short work of Teshu and Deishu. This time, I think I'll start with my sword drawn. Only joking. I wouldn't dream of it. But His Excellency did say he would like to witness you fight one more time. Which is why I, busy though I am, have come to make this request. Oh, and His Excellency has requested real swords for the next duel. Your opponent has already given his consent. No two ways about it, your life will be on the line. So, how about we sweeten the pot to make up for it?
After all you've been through, you're not scared of real steel, are you? Just one more bout to go, my friend. Ready to go? I know you're going to win whoever it is you're up against. I believe in you.
Okay, color me curious.
Ian! Come! Give it all you've got. And too hard fast. Yes, that's what I expected. Out there.
Who's it gonna end up being?
certainly showed me.
Hmm? Ah. Hey, I know you. We met in Yoshiwara.
Mistaken identity, I am sure. I am Yoshinobu Tokugawa, the Shogun.
The Shogun? Are you serious?
Seems I let the cat out of the bag.
We had no intention of disrespecting you, Your Excellency. Hey, where are your manners?
No need to be concerned. Losing to you was invigorating.
Invigorating?
Indeed. I mean, you dodged a shuriken. Finding warriors like you is no easy feat. Ah, the next bout. With warriors of this caliber, I know I can get Japan back on its feet. I will make our nation the equal of any foreign land. You wait and see.
Well, well, you really are something, aren't you? I can't believe you managed to win against His Excellency. You should be proud. His Excellency is a master of the shuriken. Feel free to make use of this place from now on. You need to hone those talents of yours.
Do you really intend to obey the Imperial Court's order and go to Kyoto?
This is a fine opportunity. Kyoto is where we can find those who wish to topple me, with the Imperial Court in my place. So, let's get on the front foot and bring this conflict to an end. You didn't think I meant to go unprepared, did you? Tadamori!
Sir.
As Military Commissioner of Kyoto, you will go as my advance guard. You may take your pick of my finest warriors.
Your Excellency, allow me to gather an army to defend Kyoto. I shall find you truly worthy soldiers from all levels of society.
This is madness! You'll attract scoundrels! You'll open the door to traitors!
Let them come. We shall deal with them all in one fell swoop.
I leave this to you.
My lord, now if you will excuse me.
I think we got time for one more side quest, then we'll follow the stream.
Ronin! Now you're going to pay!
Who the hell are you?
In your debt. Please, take this.
Oh, there you are. You. We're busy looking for someone. Can I trust you not to get in our way?
Word is a renowned martial arts master is training on this mountain. So we've come to hone our skills. I'd really like to get to Takasagi's level one day.
My word. Can you not go 2 minutes without mentioning that man's name?
You don't want to talk? You're constantly going, Kusaka this, Kusaka that.
Moving on. You hammered us good and proper at Ine's place. We're painfully aware of our need to grow if we're to achieve anything.
Hey, I just realized. The martial arts master we're after competed in the tournament at the military academy. Didn't you compete too? If you're already acquainted, would you ask him to let us train with him? Ah, thank you. Much obliged.
Over there. Is that him? He looks kind of young.
You there. You're not Jigoro Kano, are you?
Yes? Can I help you? Ah, I remember you from the military academy. Famed. I don't know if I'll go quite so far, though I suppose I've received a fair bit of attention since then.
And we're acquaintances too. I wonder, would you be so kind as to teach us to fight?
You want me to teach you? I've had some nasty rumors about Choshu of late, and as a member of the military academy, my hands might be tied. Very well. After all, you did go out of your way to find me. I suppose we could run through a few training exercises.
Wonderful. We're very much looking forward to it.
There's a place up ahead I often used to train. Let's go over there now. This is where I run full steam from the base all the way to the top. By using often neglected muscle groups, I strengthen not only my legs, but my entire body. Naturally, it also helps to build stamina.
I don't know. This sounds rather basic.
Yeah, let's make it interesting. What if we race to see who can reach the top first? All right, time to finally show you who's boss.
Master Kano, give us the signal.
Very well. But remember, this is training. Ready? Go!
I've got this!
I can perfectly hold my own here.
You! Stand back, Ito!
If anyone should stand back, it's you, Yamagata.
Well, next exercise. This is where I like to practice sparring. As if you were engaging in a real combat. What technique you choose is entirely up to you.
I see. Got any tips before we begin?
The success of your training depends on you and your partner. That is, you must approach your fight with a willingness to help each other succeed.
Got it. Master Kano, it'd be my honor to train with someone of your caliber. I expect you'd be able to wipe the floor with me, would you not?
Yes. Well, I'm afraid you're not quite at my level. But perhaps the three of you could try and take me on together.
What? The nerve of this guy! We'll make you eat those words! Come on, Ito! Let's get him!
The three of us can take him down.
Please come at me however you'd like.
Fooling yourself if you think you're the best of the three of us!
Don't come crying afterwards.
Hey!
Mustn't overreach.
Saw that. Saw that. Saw that. Perhaps 1 against 3 was a bit ambitious.
I can't believe how much one man made us struggle.
I underestimated him. I suppose that's what you get from a famous martial artist.
If we keep training like that, do you think we could get that strong?
I suppose. Shall we get back to it then?
I should thank you too. I appreciate you vouching for us. You're fairly generous yourself, the way I see it.
We're going to get stronger. Just you wait. Strong enough to pay back what we owe you one day.
Alright, well, we'll call it a stream here, but there's stop by, enjoy the video. For me, that's the start button. Let's have more design here. We'll actually pitch this again tomorrow, because I have a spot open and I need to save some spots on my schedule for some games that are coming in the next few weeks, actually. But anyway, so I suppose Mistydolphin sign for now. Thank you. Good night.